Right. So this is about how drummers are treated like crap. I don't know how Rush treated Neil Peart when he was in the band, but I can tell you how they're treating his legacy. They're they threw it out like a dog turd. It really makes me sick. I can't take it. Yeah. So here is arguably one of the best drummers. Definitely inspired me to play drums. Nico McBrain was like my favorite drummer, but he's second. But that's only because I liked Iron Maiden a lot. Neil Peart's obviously better. I don't think Nico would argue with that for a second. But when I was in bands, the drummer always gets treated like crap. I don't know why, but it happens. It starts out like, oh, we need a drummer. Okay. And then, like, oh, wow, you're pretty good. Okay. And then, like, they just start picking on you and, like, you're not a musician and this and that. And it gets old. And so I end up quitting the bands because, like, it was on, like, three of them that I was, like, serious about, like, actually trying to make the band work. And every time, I end up quitting because they just treat you like shit. And so with Neil Peart, it's like the ultimate diss. Like they do it after he's dead. In my opinion, Rush should have retired when Neil Peart passed or could not play anymore. That should have been the end, in my opinion. And because they have plenty of money and they can always start some other group with the remaining players, and they can even cover a Rush song or whatever. But they ended up getting this like woman who's like I think 30 something, I don't know. And yeah, she has all the chops, but come on. This is not Rush. And it's just there's too many people that are dumb enough to like go see it. To me, without Neil, no Neil, no deal. Yeah. So I really feel like they're disrespecting his legacy by continuing the band with someone else. He might have on his deathbed said, keep going or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Like it's disrespect. And then with Nico McBrain, I'm kind of like half as furious because like he quit because see the drumming these guys do is athletic. Like in sports, you can only perform at this level for a certain number of years of your life before you get like older and stuff, the limbs and everything. And playing guitar, bass, a little bit better. Now, when it comes to Iron Maiden, uh, let's be honest, Bruce Dickinson cannot hit the notes he used to hit when he was like in his 20s and 30s. He can't, you know. But he stays in the band. He doesn't quit. Um, whatever. That's his decision. But Nico decided that like he really can't keep up with the touring, the drumming. He can still play drums, obviously, but at his age, he just can't do it. So he gets thrown out like trash. Um, and they got some new drummer like what in a week or something. And I saw some dude that looks like he's about my age with like spiky hair, and it just had the same feeling when I saw that girl with Rush. It's just like, no, no, I have no use for Iron Maiden anymore. No, I liked the songs that I loved all the years that I listened to them, but that they would continue on as a band without Nico, it's gonna suck. I guarantee it. Even if he hits all the notes right, it's kind of like when I listen to the Rush stuff with the new drummer. It's like, oh yeah, she's hitting it, but there's no soul. There's no soul. So, the drummers, what makes someone a good drummer isn't just their chops. It's their ability to like hit stuff at the right place at the right time and with a gauge of the music. It's like Nico said, the drummer is always right. And yeah, it's a shame because these are two of some of my most favorite bands. And it's funny because like my favorite band is Steely Dan, and they decided that it was just they weren't gonna have like a band. They were just gonna have them two write songs, and then they'd use studio drummers or whoever. If they went on tour, they'd hire somebody. You know, in a sense, that's better because but with this, especially with Rush, because who's gonna write the lyrics on their next album? What are they gonna use, a Ouija board? For fuck's sakes!